to the future. We've all been excited about Shedeur Sanders. He had 3 interceptions today. One was not his fault. I mean, that was a hell of a pass to Jeudy that ultimately got intercepted. But he's still getting things figured out.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
It's a less than stellar run defense for the Cleveland Browns. It was sort of run it 50 times and find yourself a win.
Fans are angry after what happened in Bears versus Browns. Jerry Jeudy's errors put Shedeur Sanders in a hard spot. Every time Shedeur tried to gain momentum, it broke down. Instead of help, he dealt with problems from his own team. Shedeur is still learning, but the blame is aimed the wrong way. He is judged by stats without context, and that is unfair. When a quarterback throws a clean, strong pass exactly where it belongs, and the receiver does not finish, that is not on the quarterback. One of those interceptions happened after Shedeur trusted his receiver and did exactly what he was taught to do. That shows trust, not recklessness. Young quarterbacks improve by reading plays and taking chances, not by playing afraid. Shedeur stayed calm, kept fighting, and never looked shaken. That shows the mindset is right, even if the outcome was not. Jerry Jeudy, however, has to own this one. If you are paid to be a top receiver, your job is simple. That job is to catch the ball and help your quarterback. When the ball hits your hands in a tight window, you cannot turn it into a mess. That type of mistake ends drives, hurts confidence, and puts the quarterback under blame for no reason. Shedeur trusted Jeudy, and that trust was not returned. These are moments where veteran receivers should protect young quarterbacks, not expose them. Instead of being support, Jeudy became an issue, and fans saw it clearly. Then there is Stefanski, who made things harder than needed. When the other team cannot stop the run, the answer is clear. Still, the game plan felt messy and stubborn. You do not overthink when the solution is right there. A young quarterback does not need confusion or mixed messages from the sideline. He needs balance, help, and smart play calling. Stefanski let the game slip instead of taking charge, and that added pressure on Shedeur for no reason. If anyone deserves criticism here, it is the coaching choices and the lack of support around a quarterback who is clearly trying to do things the right way. This explains the entire game and why Shedeur should not be blamed. In a hard moment, down big and under pressure, Shedeur stayed calm, read the field, moved past his first option, and threw a perfect deep ball exactly where it needed to go. The throw was clean, strong, and on time. The kind of pass quarterbacks hope for. It should have been an easy touchdown and a momentum swing, but instead it became an interception because Jerry Jeudy did not finish the play. When a receiver gets both hands on the ball near the end zone, it is his job to secure it, not turn a great throw into a bad highlight. That mistake changed the story around Shedeur, even though he did everything right. The film shows a young quarterback making a high-level play while his receiver lets him down. Moments like this show why stats can mislead and why Shedeur deserves support, not criticism. Jerry Jeudy's own words quietly confirm what fans already see on the field. He admits the throw from Shedeur Sanders was good and admits it is a ball he expects himself to catch. Yet the results keep showing something different. The connection between Shedeur and Jeudy has been shaky from the start. Not because of the quarterback, but because the receiver keeps failing in big moments. Outside of one long touchdown last week, the production simply has not been there. 8 catches across 4 starts is not helping a rookie quarterback trying to find rhythm and confidence. Even when Jeudy does make a catch, it often comes with issues like fighting for extra yards and losing the ball instead of protecting it. That puts Shedeur in tough spots and hides the smart decisions he is making. The sideline argument only showed frustration boiling over, and it makes sense when one player keeps doing his job while the other keeps falling short. This is not a one-game problem for Jerry Jeudy. It is a season-long issue. The drops keep adding up. The trust is weak, and the numbers look bad for a receiver meant to be dependable. Being near the top of the league in drops is not bad luck. It is poor execution. Shedeur is throwing catchable balls, giving his receiver chances, and still paying for it on the stat sheet. A young quarterback should not need to be perfect just to avoid interceptions caused by someone else's mistakes. If this partnership feels unstable, it is because Shedeur is trying to build something while Jeudy keeps breaking it. Until Jeudy starts securing routine catches and protecting the football, the blame should stay away from the quarterback doing his job and much closer to the receiver who keeps letting him down.
Shedeur Sanders was the leading rusher. He had 2 carries. If that tells you anything at all, up front, they're going to have to rework that offensive line. You're going to have Myles Garrett, who's going to get Defensive Player of the Year and probably the sack record at some point in the next week or 2, and none of it's going to matter, right? And you look forward to what is beyond, because we know that Chicago, what is beyond for them? They're playing January football. They may be even waiting a week to play January football because they could get the number 1 seed in the NFC. Meanwhile, for the Cleveland Browns, you may be looking at a coaching change. You may be looking at a shakeup in the front office. And it's going to, they may not have their quarterback.
When your quarterback becomes the team's top runner with almost no design support, it shows everything is broken up front. Shedeur was forced to run because nothing worked as it should, not because that was the plan. A young quarterback should not carry the run game with his legs because the offensive line cannot open holes or hold blocks. That puts him at risk and removes any balance. Shedeur was reacting. He was trying to survive behind protection that failed him play after play. This is not a quarterback problem. It is a system problem. Anyone watching closely can see Shedeur is paying for issues he did not cause. Stefanski deserves serious criticism as well because leadership begins with preparation and clear direction. The Browns looked stuck while other teams are focused on playoff goals and the future. There were no adjustments, no clear identity, and no real effort to protect or help a rookie quarterback. Instead of building around Shedeur and helping him develop, the coaching choices made things harder. When a team talks about future changes, front office moves, and uncertainty at quarterback, that is a failure at the top. Stefanski did not place his young quarterback in a position to succeed, and that is unacceptable. Shedeur showed toughness and effort in a bad situation. But toughness alone cannot fix poor coaching, weak planning, and a lack of vision.
We've all been excited about Shedeur Sanders. He had 3 interceptions today. One was not his fault. I mean, that was a hell of a pass to Jeudy that ultimately got intercepted. But he's still getting things figured out. Still needs the play sheet. He has to get it changed out on the sideline. So the Browns in this game, once you get to this point in the season, when you have a team that could potentially compete for a Super Bowl versus a team that will not compete for a Super Bowl for years, this is the result you get.
You said it, 3 interceptions. It could have been a 4th as Nahshon Wright drops one. There was also a fumble that he was bailed out on whistle.
The box score makes this game look worse for Shedeur than it truly was. Yes, there were interceptions, but context matters, and one came from a perfect throw that should have been a big play if the receiver did his job. Shedeur is still learning, still adjusting to NFL speed, and still working in a system that does not always help him. Needing sideline fixes and constant changes shows the offense is unsettled, not that the quarterback is lost. This game was between a complete, polished team and a broken one. That difference showed in the outcome. Shedeur was asked to compete in a game already tilted by talent, protection, and preparation. Jeudy and Kevin Stefanski deserve much more blame than Shedeur. Jeudy turned a clean throw into an interception and keeps struggling with basic things like securing the ball and finishing plays. Those mistakes directly add to turnovers and make the quarterback look careless when he is not. Stefanski also put his young quarterback in a bad position by failing to control the game and limit risk. There was no clear plan to protect Shedeur from pressure or simplify things once the game slipped away. Too many turnovers are a team problem, not just a quarterback problem, especially when coaching choices and receiver mistakes play a role. Shedeur showed flashes of skill and toughness, but he was surrounded by errors and weak leadership, and that decided the game. Fans are right to point this out because Shedeur played well for a quarterback in only his 4th start with no first-team reps, a poor offensive line, no run game, and receivers letting him down. What more could he do in that situation? How is he supposed to look clean under constant pressure? How can any young quarterback grow when the run game fails and passes are dropped? And why does the blame always fall on Shedeur when the problems around him are clear? And subscribe for real football talk and honest breakdowns you will not hear anywhere else. And do you think Shedeur is being judged unfairly because of the players and coaches around him? Share your thoughts in the comments below.